What's going on YouTube? If you're like me, then you kind of are familiar with the do's and don'ts of previous entries of mice. And you also know the history of a family line of mice, including the SteelSeries Rival. It started with the SteelSeries Rival in 2013, then we went up to the Rival 500, 700, 300, 100, and then just last year we were updated to the 110 and 310. And now, of course, toward the end of 2018, we've got the Rival 710. Does it really live up to a worthy upgrade? Because the 700 did have its fair share of issues. Let's take a look and see what we got. All right, so looking at the box, it's typical SteelSeries affair for this generation of peripherals. We are looking at them using the True Move 3 that you're going to see in all of their mice right now. It does have the OLED display that we previously saw with the 700. It's got the tactile alert, which I really don't know why they still went with this for 2018. There's not a lot of games that are even utilizing it. And it does still have a modular sensor, cable, and cover design. So you can change the cover, you can go on their website, and then we'll take a look and see what cables come with it. And also, you can still put a laser sensor in it if you want to for some reason. But yeah, let's crack this open. Throw that to the side. All right, and we've just got the typical esports marketing. And here is the mouse. We've got a box here. Looks like the box is, the box is going to have both cables. So what's nice is you do get a braided cable. Okay, so if you need something durable and you're not, you're just going to be casually using the mouse, then you can go with the longer braided cable. And then you do have a thinner rubber cable, and that one's going to be shorter as well. But they both are connected via the mounted micro USB. That's going to look a little unusual compared to other mice that just plug in right into the front. This goes in up and under the mouse. All right, here's the mouse right here, and you have some paperwork. So you can either go on their website, use the SteelSeries engine software, or look at the instructions right here. All right, so here's the mouse. It looks like it honestly has the same angle and everything of the previous entry. In the Rival 700 was comfortable, so I'm definitely okay with this. Although looking at this now, I don't know if the camera can pick it up. There's weird grease marks on both mouse 1 and 2. Yeah, you can see it in the light right there. That's really strange. I have no idea what that is. Maybe like oh my goodness. Maybe the mold release agent used when they manufactured the mouse. Either way though, that's definitely poor quality as far as I'm not noticing it and fixing it. It does look like it does rub off. Yeah, that's very, very strange. So yeah. And then of course, speaking on the modular side, you can pull the back off. So this is a rubber bumper, I guess you could say. And then you can actually pull this off just like this. And then you'll be able to go online and order different color back plates, I guess. So looking at the mouse though, it looks like they changed the scroll wheel texture from the Rival 600, the Sensei, and Rival 310 as well. So if I remember correctly, this is the same pattern they use on their older models. And there's your 3 side buttons. So let's go ahead and we're going to plug this in and take a look at it. All right, so the Rival 710. It comes in at just over 130 grams. This is a very heavy mouse, okay? I don't think it's necessarily marketed for the esports competitive scene. I think it's someone who just prefers a heavy mouse. There's nothing wrong with wanting a weighted mouse, although it is rare in this generation of mice of 2018 when you have the final mouse, the G Pro, the G Pro wireless, Even some older ones, they hovered right around 90 to 95 grams. 130 grams plus is very, very heavy, especially when you're used to something that's going to be lightweight. And what really makes this mouse so heavy is stuff that's not needed. The tactile feedback. There's only a handful of games that even uses this. Uh, there's no reason for it. You're feeling it here. Um, I guess if you want to be completely immersed in your gameplay, then it's an option for you. But with this being the only mouse that's had it, I don't really see a demographic that's really craving that feature. The other thing is OLED. Um, while it's kind of a neat thing to see, how often are you going to be looking at your mouse? Okay, and it actually just turned off on me. Okay, now it's back on. So it goes into sleep mode apparently too. Um, the other thing with the OLED is that if they're gonna still go hard on this feature for this mouse, they should at least make it color and maybe even make it bigger. I mean, it's already 130 grams, so I don't see the difference in them even expanding on the screen itself. You can upload your own photo on there, like I put my name on here, and you can draw stuff as well. So the only other thing that you can do besides that really is certain games you can have like the health. So say you're playing CS:GO, you can have your health bar down there, but it seems kind of redundant when your health is just going to be showing right on your screen. A game like CS:GO, you definitely do not want to just be looking at your mouse. All right. Um, it's unfortunate because they updated the sensor and you can still remove it. So it's just added hardware that's adding weight to the mouse. One of the biggest problems, like a huge deal breaker besides the features, because you can enjoy these features, but the biggest deal breaker for me is going to be the cable in two parts. It comes with the braided cable and it comes with the rubber cable. This is 2 meters. The rubber is going to be a meter. I plugged the smaller one in and the rubber one in because of the fact that it's going to be weighing lighter. It does do that, but when you go to actually move it in the opposite direction in which it would package, you can feel it wanting to wrinkle. It's it's just a very cheap cable, and on top of that, if you look, the way the mouse is plugged in on the bottom, the actual housing is lower than the mouse itself. So now that housing right here is rubbing against your mouse pad before the mouse feet even make contact with your mouse pad. That is such a huge design flaw. When you look at something like the Rival 600, if you want to have a detachable mouse cable, that's fine, but let it be in the center and not, as I'll show you. Supposed to clip off. I don't want to rip it off because they do give you a warning about it. Um, it does clip off here with the micro USB going inward, but yeah, I mean the fact that you can see the wire housing sitting lower than the actual mouse itself is a really overlooked issue. Um, but other than that, this is your Rival 710. I'm rather disappointed that they weren't able to find ways to reduce the weight and really just get rid of the clutter that the mouse has with gimmicks. Because I'll be honest with you, the Rival 600, while it's nice, it's really big. Okay, and with it being so long, it makes it harder for me to use. So then I go to the Rival 310, but the hump on the Rival 310 is just really high. This is such a good shape. Despite this part right here wanting to go into your hand a little bit, this is such a good shape, and I would love to use this more if I didn't have to feel this nonstop and it feel like I'm lifting weights with it being 130 grams because of useless features. So let me know in the comments what you think. Did you get the Rival 700? Did you like it? Did you have problems with this housing at all on the cable? Because I don't see it being any different if I plug the braided one in, given the fact that it's still at the very bottom of the mouse itself. Um, yeah, that's it. I think SteelSeries can definitely do a lot better than this. Even if it's not designed for their competitive consumer, I think they're doing an injustice here by releasing something like this. So hopefully they can either update this later on, because they didn't even announce this mouse. This was sitting on a Best Buy shelf. It wasn't even it's not even on their website yet. They haven't said anything on their Twitter, so I don't know what their game plan is with this mouse. But let me know in the comments what you think. Was I too harsh on this mouse? Um, should I just not worry about it? Because despite it not being a mouse necessarily marketed for my liking, it's still something that I think I need to be critical over because of the fact that it's just features that aren't needed. So, all right, guys. Other than that, that is going to be it. That's just a quick review and unboxing on the 710. It's really hard to do a full day's gameplay on this because of the fact that it feels like there's a doorstop underneath this mouse that's preventing me from actually using it to its fullest. Until then, though, this is Jafer, and I will catch you guys later on the next technology unboxing.